Thank you for joining me today. I'm Melissa Brooks, and I facilitate mindfulness for busy people. Today has been a bit of a stressful day, so I thought it would be lovely to do a gentle, stress-releasing, brief yoga practice. So glad you joined me. Let's get to it. We're going to start this practice off a little bit differently. We're going to lie on our back in reclined. Oh boy, this is great. In a reclined butterfly pose. What a wonderful way to start. Putting your hand on your chest and one on your belly. And just taking a moment to ground in the body and breathe. Focusing on bringing the shoulders away from the ears and shoulder blades down your back. Feet touching one another from heel to toe. And then we're going to do a morning stretch, which doesn't have to be done in the morning. It's appropriate for all times of the day. Nice stretch from fingers to toes. And then we'll relax. And let's take the left forearm with the right hand and tilt to the right. And then take your right leg to the right and cross your left leg on top. Oh boy. Do I love this stretch. Oh, yeah, I was waiting for that. Did you hear that? Something in my side popped. But not in a bad way, in a very, very good way. And as we're here, we try to keep our shoulder blades in contact with the mat. That increases the grounding effect. And back to center. And now for the other side. So lean left with arms and legs. Grab the right hand onto the left forearm. And right leg, ankle over left ankle. Again, try to keep your body flat onto the mat. Don't be curling up to the side. Nice and flat. If you want, you can edge over a little bit more if your body allows for it. Nice opening up in the side body. No pop on this side. That happens. And back to center. And now we'll sit up to an easy seat. Good. And make sure to ground into your mat through your sitting bones and make a conscious effort to feel that grounding effect. That in and of itself has a calming effect if you feel your body in contact with the surface that's supporting you. It's actually quite important. And now we carry a lot of tension in our neck, so let's take care of that. Let's bring right ear to right shoulder. I'm going to put my left hand down on the ground. You can leave it on your knee or your thigh or on the mat behind you. And then I'm going to roll my neck down to center. You can gently sort of sway it back and forth if that feels nice. I kind of like it to get little mini stretches in there. And then roll it over to the left. Left ear to left shoulder. Concentrate on bringing that shoulder gently down and ground the hand either on your knee or thigh or the mat. And then we'll look down again, and if you like, you can stay here, or if you want, you can take your hands, clasp them together, and lightly rest them on the back of your head. Don't push down. We don't want to force chins to chest. Just nice and gentle. And then release. And if you want, you can tip up. And chin parallel to the ground. Very good. Now we'll move into a cat-cow position. And that creates some lovely movement through the spine, loosens things up. It's important to start with your hands underneath your shoulders, hands grounded into the earth, knees under hips. There we go. And now we're going to drop the belly into a cow. And cat, extends the spine, round the spine, tuck the chin, push the hands down towards the floor. And cow, drop the belly, broaden across the collarbones. Smile, that helps too. And cat, round the spine. And one more time, cow. And I'm going deliberately slowly today, when we're focusing on stress release and tension release. Last thing you want to do is rush this process. Let's enjoy it, shall we? And cat, round the spine. Push up through the arms, tuck your tailbone, and neutral spine, tabletop. Now let's be kind to ourselves, bring our toes together, extend the knees out on either side of the mat, and push back to child's pose. Sitting bones to heels, extend arms forward, and breathe. If you'd like, you can move your hands to prayer position by flipping up the palms, and then clasping your hands together and resting them on your upper back. You can lay with it, the arms extended, that's cool too. If you want more of a stretch here, you can move the elbows, inch them forward towards the front of the mat. I love the stretch in the triceps. To me, that feels really fabulous. Hopefully you like it too. And now, arms out if you had them in prayer position, and back up to tabletop. And from here, let's bring the hands a little bit forward, just a bit, tuck toes, and up into a downward dog. Oh, boy. Yep, that feels good. And you can hold it here if you want. You can pedal it out a bit, depending on how you feel. You might be carrying some tension in your calves. It's nice to release that a bit. And heels towards the earth, tailbone up to the sky. And let's move into a pigeon pose. So bend the elbows just a bit. Bring your right knee to right wrist. And you can adjust where your shin bone lies if you want to bring it forward or back, depending on how it feels in your body. Try and square the hips to the front of the mat and extend the back legs strong. And sit up nice and tall, the slight back bend. And if you're happy here, you can stay here. And if you'd like a little more, and I find this a really wonderful, restful, grounding pose. Bring yourself forward. Forehead onto the mat. And relax into pigeon. And breathe. And try to relax into the pose. Focus on trying to stay in the middle of your hips, not, leaning to one side or the other. Relax. Try to consciously let the day go. Good. Now let's push up. How are you feeling? You feeling good? I hope so. Shoulders down. That always helps with tension. Tuck your toe, flatten your palms, and up to down dog again. Resetting yourself. And we'll do the same on the other side. So let's come slightly forward. We'll bring left knee towards left wrist. Making sure your shin is in a comfortable position for you. I like to perch up on my fingertips. I find that helps me ease into the pose and adjust into the pose. And you can stay here if you like, or relax down onto the mat. Resting your forehead on the mat. Palms and hands grounding and connecting with the earth. Breathing. If there's any tension in your legs or thighs, try to breathe into that and relax. Try to be consciously aware of any gripping and deliberately relax those areas. Now let's bring ourselves up, hands firmly planted, tuck toe, and back into down dog, and back to tabletop. And I'm going to throw this pose in just because it's fun. I like it. Maybe you'll like it too. It's a bit more of a challenging pose, but tuck toes and then sit back. Sit back onto the heels. I really needed this today. I hope you're benefiting from it too. It's sometimes you have those days where you just carry the tension in your body and it's not good. You got to let it go. And hopefully this is helping you to do that. And breathe into the stretch into your foot. Consciously breathing, hands on thighs, again, grounding effect in doing that. That's calming in and of itself. And then lift up and sit down into an easy seat on your sitting bones. And now we'll move into a bridge pose. So we'll lay on our back for that. And spend a moment feeling the contact of your body with the mat. Your feet planted on the ground, your sacrum on the mat and your back, shoulder blades down your back, shoulders away from the ears, palms facing down and grounded into the earth. And then we'll put some pressure into our feet, ground into our feet deliberately, and push up our hips, rolling the shoulders back to open up the chest. And try to keep your legs together as if you're holding a foam roller between your legs. You don't want to be out like this. That's not in maintaining the integrity of the pose. So keeping your knees consciously together, pushing up through your legs, opening the chest, smiling, and then slowly and with control, lowering back down. Good. And so at this point, let's extend the right leg down on the mat and bring your left knee into your chest for a nice hug. Extending the leg, bringing up the left leg, hugging it in. And then we'll take that left knee and bring it over to the right side, crossing over our body. You may adjust your hips a little bit so that your body's in more of a line. Extend the left arm out and concentrate on resting the shoulder into the mat. You may want to extend your arm into a T, or you can lightly rest your right hand onto your left knee for a bit more of a grounding effect. And really try to relax into this pose. Like a lot of things in life, things just go easier if you choose to relax. And bring the knee back up and over and adjust your hips so that they're flat onto the mat. Very good. Now we'll extend the left leg, bring the right knee in, give it a nice hug. Oh, gosh, that feels good. Sometimes you just need to give yourself a hug, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. And now we'll take that right knee and bring it over to the left, adjusting the hips so everything's in a nice line. Right arm out. Left arm out into a T if you'd like to. Otherwise, having it gently rest on the knees. Totally okay. Breathe. And then bring it back up and over. And settle the hips onto the mat so everything is nice and flat and in contact with the mat. And then we'll move into a happy baby, bringing our hands in between our knees and grabbing the outside of our feet. And then bringing those feet up, parallel with the ceiling. And pulling down on the legs to flatten out the back. Being conscious of your breathing in this pose, being conscious of feeling your back against the mat, shoulder blades in contact with the mat, relaxing into your thighs and your lower back. This is the good stuff. And now bringing the feet in together, bringing the knees in together, giving yourself a nice hug. And if you'd like, just rocking back and forth just a little bit to massage the lower back and treat it with kindness. And then with that, we'll slowly move into Shavasana, which is really the cherry on top of the yoga cake, if you ask me. Bring your shoulders away from your ears and palms up. And what I'd like to suggest we do today is imagine a warm white light starting at the top of your head, calming the top of your head, slowly moving over your face, your eyes as they're closed gently, and your cheeks, all the muscles there, having it warm and relax them, your jaw, relaxing that too. tongue touching the roof of your mouth just slightly, teeth apart. And the warm white light will move into your shoulders and warm and relax the muscles there, and move down your arms from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. And then warm your upper chest and upper back, relaxing the muscles there. Moving down to your middle back and solar plexus. Down to your belly and abdomen and low back. Relaxing your glutes and your upper thighs. And the warm white light will move down your legs, relaxing your legs. Over your knees and into your calves, relaxing all the muscles there. And finally into your feet that work hard for you all day. Into your toes. Filling your body with the beautiful, warm, calming white light. And with that, let's bring our feet to the mat. Slowly roll to one side and up. You know what's funny? I just realized I was going to do a practice run, and I was so enjoying the practice in the moment that I filmed this whole video with my notes in front of me, but I didn't look at my notes. I had the routine in my heart and in my head, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you've come out of this session more relaxed, feeling better, ready to enjoy the rest of your day or ready for sleep. I hope that it brought you some joy in your day. If it did, please consider liking and subscribing. I release a video every week, and I'd love for you to join me. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.